When a man remembers the tiniest details about you over and over, it always means something more than strong memory. Most people forget small talk and background information quickly, because the brain filters out what doesn't feel important. Yet, if he recalls what you said weeks ago, the way you reacted during a conversation, or even the little habits you didn't think anyone noticed, it shows that your presence is different for him. Those details stayed because you stayed. Memory reveals value. Forgetting is normal. Remembering is selective. What a person holds on to tells you who or what takes priority in their mind. So, if his recall is consistent, it is not chance. It is evidence that you carry weight in his life, whether he says it out loud or not. The following are 10 clear explanations for what it means when a man remembers your small details again and again. 1. He thinks about you often. When someone keeps recalling even the smallest things you've said, it usually means their mind returns to you regularly. Memory strengthens with repetition. Each time he replays a conversation or moment in his head, the details grow sharper instead of fading. This explains why things you barely remember mentioning feel so fresh to him. It's not that he forces himself to remember, it's that his thoughts naturally circle back to you. Something he hears during his day might trigger the memory of your words, or a place might remind him of something you once said. Every time this happens, the detail becomes even harder to forget. This shows you are not a passing thought. You live in his ongoing reflections, and his ability to recall details consistently proves you occupy a space in his mind far more than others do. The more his thoughts come back to you, the stronger his memory of you becomes. 2. He wants more than surface contact. Most people only pay attention to what they can see right away: looks, gestures, or surface-level behavior. If he remembers your details consistently, it means he's focused on more than appearance. He's paying attention to the deeper layers of your life: what you enjoy, how you think, what experiences shaped you. Surface interest fades quickly. It notices the obvious but doesn't hold on to the rest. Genuine focus digs deeper and collects the subtle pieces, the ones that truly define who you are. His memory proves that his interest doesn't stop at attraction. He is reaching for a clearer picture of your inner self. This level of attention suggests he's not satisfied with knowing you casually. He wants to keep hold of the parts that reveal character, personality, and meaning. His recall is his way of showing he is trying to see you as a whole, not as a passing impression. 3. You hold a special place in his priorities. People forget what doesn't matter. If he remembers your details while letting go of countless others, it means you are prioritized in his mind. The brain naturally gives space to what feels important, and he has chosen, consciously or unconsciously, to give that space to you. Think about how often small things slip from memory. The names of people you meet briefly, a random comment someone makes, or something said in the background. Those details vanish because they don't carry meaning. If he keeps yours, it proves you've been placed higher in the order of what matters. That consistent recall is a direct reflection of your importance to him. Even if he doesn't say it, his memory shows you are not in the same category as everyone else. You've moved into a space reserved for the people who truly matter to him. 4. He wants you to feel seen. Remembering is not only about his mind, it's also about what he wants to show you. By bringing up something you said weeks ago, he signals that your words stuck. It's his way of saying, I was paying attention and I still am. Everyone wants to feel noticed. When someone recalls your details, it creates a sense of recognition, proving you are not invisible to them. His consistent recall shows intention. He wants you to know that your presence leaves an impact. This builds trust and closeness. It proves he's not letting your words vanish into silence. Instead, he makes an effort to show that he listened carefully enough for the detail to stay alive in his mind long after you spoke it. 5. He pays attention to what shapes you. The details he recalls often connect to what defines your life, your family, your interests, your struggles, or your hopes. If he remembers them, it means he values the things that shape you as a person. He doesn't only see what you present on the surface, he keeps track of the elements that reveal your identity. That is why he remembers the name of your sibling, the small tradition in your home, or the favorite food from your childhood. These are not random facts, they are clues about who you are. His memory shows effort. He is not simply letting those things pass, he is gathering the pieces of what makes you unique, because understanding those parts helps him understand you more fully. 6. He wants to understand you clearly. When someone remembers consistently, it's not just about storing facts, it's about connecting them together. Each detail becomes part of a larger picture. He might recall your favorite book, link it with your taste in movies, and then connect it to your outlook on life. Over time, those pieces come together into a clearer sense of who you are. His memory is building an ongoing understanding. This is different from casual listening. Casual listening only hears. His type of listening remembers, organizes, and connects. That shows he's not just collecting pieces, he's assembling them into meaning. 7. He separates you from everyone else. Most people blur into the background of memory. They leave impressions, but not sharp details. If he recalls your small things consistently, it means he has separated you from the crowd. You are placed in a distinct category in his mind. This separation is why you stand out. It explains why he can repeat back your habits or your casual remarks when he can't do the same for others. You've been given a position of greater weight, and his memory proves it. It's not only attraction that creates this distinction, it's significance. He has marked you as different, which is why the details don't fade away like they do with everyone else. 8. He is quietly building toward more. Remembering details is often tied to intention for the future. He doesn't just keep them for the sake of memory, he keeps them so he can use them to build something further. He may want to surprise you with something you mentioned in passing. He may bring up a detail later to show consistency. Each time he recalls something, he creates a link that helps strengthen connection. This shows planning and effort. He remembers because he wants to do more with what he's learned, turning details into opportunities for growth between you. His recall isn't passive, it's preparation. 9. He finds joy in the smallest things about you. Details only stay when they spark a reaction inside. If he recalls yours regularly, it means they bring him joy. He may smile when he thinks about your quirks, your stories, or the way you express yourself. Those positive feelings make the memory strong. Every time he brings it up, he's reliving a moment of happiness. That is why your details stay clear while others vanish. This shows you're not only present in his memory, but tied to warmth. Even in your absence, he can return to those details and feel good again. That's a sign of emotional closeness that doesn't need constant presence to survive. 10. He has given you a place in his inner life. At the deepest level, consistent recall of your details proves emotional investment. Details fade when they carry no meaning. If he holds on to yours over and over, it's because you've entered a part of his life that is personal and lasting. This is not casual attention. It's attachment. He has placed you in a part of his mind where feelings and memory intertwine. That's why the details stay. They're tied to how he feels about you. His recall shows that you are not temporary in his thoughts. You have been given space in his inner world, where what matters most is kept safe and alive. When a man remembers your tiny details consistently, it always goes beyond simple recall. It means he thinks about you often, values you differently than others, and has placed you in a position where your presence shapes his thoughts. Each remembered piece is proof of focus, care, and significance. If you have made it this far, comment down below with the word 100% to confirm that you have received the knowledge from this video. For more interesting topics, make sure you watch the recommended video that you see on the screen right now. Thanks for watching.